Hi folks, this is Chris Voss from the chrisvossshow.com, the chrisvossshow.com. I was coming in here with another blog post. I want to share with you another really cool example of how small business can use social media, and how sometimes it's really important to maybe work with other people on it. Now, you probably saw my post about the cupcakes at Retro Bakery and how I discovered them through food spotting, even though I'd never seen them in their strip mall location tucked away with a very small sign for 5 years. I found them through food spotting location app. So shortly after I posted that, I got contacted by the SliderTruck Las Vegas SliderTruck here in Las Vegas, and they said, hey, we'd love to have you come down and interview us or review our burgers and stuff and see what we're doing. They have a website that's really beautiful, and it actually encourages a lot of Facebook friends and fans and stuff. I went to their website, and I never heard of this before, I've seen this truck, but they have pretty much about the same amount of fans on their fan page as the Chris Voss Show does on the Facebook fan page, which blew me away because not a lot of people have as many as I do, although there are people that have more. And I'm like, wow, I mean, this must be some kind of slider burgers these folks are serving. So if you look at the pictures on their website and ones that I'm posting on my site, you'll see they serve these little slider gourmet burgers. They are so freaking good. Now, what's even more amazing to me is how social media they've used to make this thing work. If you look at the pictures, they don't have your normal cater truck, imageless, flat, plain, vanilla catering truck. They've taken this thing and made it fun, and they painted it up with like sorts of action comics and like something's going on. You can see the picture on the back clearly pitches their Facebook and Twitter and their website and tells people how to get information, kind of as a sexy chick to sell it there a little bit more. And then on the side, they of course have another thing that remind people that they're on Facebook, that they're on Twitter, and everything else. Now, what's interesting is these people have created a cult following in less than 6 months with using social media with this truck. It is amazing. I went out and stood for an hour in line, I'm not even kidding you, to order some burgers, and the heat was 102, 103 degrees here in Las Vegas. And I'm standing in direct sunlight, and there's literally a ton of these people showing up, standing in line. And not only are they doing that, but they're pulling out chairs in their cars. Now we're right down from a McDonald's, and there's this giant empty parking lot where they'll eventually probably put in the rest of a strip mall. And these guys are in that corner, and there's people that are going into the trees and pulling out the grocery carts, turning them on their side, turning them into tables, and they're bringing chairs. And this is starting to become like an event. Like these people are coming out, they're hanging out, they're talking. You're like, do you guys notice it's 102 degrees out here? It's pretty bloody hot. But you could smell the smell coming off this burger truck, this slider truck, and you knew something good was probably going to come out of it. So if you look at the pictures, you can get a good idea. Now, one of the other awesome things they make is sweet potato French fries. And they are evilly nice. Wow. I'll never eat French fries probably again. They're so damn good. The burgers are good. Whatever they're putting on them, they're little gourmet burgers, basically. These little burger sliders. If you go to the website, you'll be able to see it below. I'll put a link to it, slidingthrough.com, sliding without the G, and I'll put their Twitter link and stuff on there. But they actually, as I stood there in line, there was like 50 million people in line, all with their little iPhones. And I started talking to people, and these people were all social media people. They're all blogging. They're all Twittering. It was amazing. They were ordering tons of burgers to take back to their friends. And everyone knew each other through social media. It was really wild. And with the Retro Bakery, they've been friends, and so they kind of cross-promote a little bit. And that's really smart. A lot of businesses should do that. If you've seen what the Roxy and the other bars did along the Sunset Strip, they actually help rejuvenate their whole strip area by working together as clubs and social media, which is a great idea for businesses to take and do. Help everyone raise up through the level of process. But these guys have a cult. These people will follow this truck everywhere. And you know what's funny? The truck was 15 minutes late today. It was supposed to show up at 6 at this given location. They tweeted out that they would be 15 minutes late. So I showed up there about 6:05. They weren't there. So I said, I'll go to another store, and then I'll come back and see if they're here. They're probably stuck in traffic or something. And sure enough, I guess they were. So I come back, and I was talking to people. I'm like, oh, yeah, I came here. I would have been first in line if I would have stayed here. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, you didn't see on Twitter? They tweeted out they were going to be 15 minutes late, so everybody kind of knew. I felt stupid. I'm like, So it's an amazing thing. And I got to tell you, there must have been, God, I couldn't put a number on, 50-plus people just hanging around. It's a McDonald's half a block away. Nobody's hanging around down there. No one's standing around 103 to eat. And these people, they brought chairs. I mean, it's like going to like a ball game. It's crazy. And it's 102 degrees heat, I mean, I could see, in LA doing this at night. So, it's pretty amazing. These guys have a super cult following. These people Twitter, they love their stuff. And of course, they really do have great product. They really do have great service. The guys in the truck are really great to talk to. They're really down-to-earth people. And they're really friendly. And it's just awesome. One of the things that they have there that's kind of a specialty too is they have the Mexican Coke, and it looks like the Mexican Fanta, which has the real sugar in it as opposed to the corn syrup. So anyway, be sure to check them out. The burgers were to die for. The only problem that I can see is that line. They almost need maybe another order taker, and I would have paid another $1 per burger, another $1 per drink, and another $1 per fries. So maybe they should charge that and add some more ability to get those burgers out quicker and everything else. I definitely would have paid more for the burger and everything else and that stuff. But for the most part, it was so good. I actually would have went back and got seconds, but the line was still too long by the time I got out of it. So I've learned my lesson now. Next time, go buy a bunch of them. But they are, I can't tell you, they're some of the best burgers I've ever had. The best tasting, best mix of flavors and all that sort of good stuff. So make sure you check them out. Slide in through, I believe it's SliderTruck.com. And tell them Chris Voss sent you, will you please? The Chris Voss Show.com. And I highly recommend them. And if you're not in Las Vegas, you should get in your car right now, check their schedule on the website, and come to Las Vegas just to get one. Thanks for coming by the ChrisVossShow.com. Bye-bye.